Hello and welcome. In today's video, we're going to talk about the northeast sector of our home and how it is a space dedicated to knowledge and spirituality, and how we can further enhance this area to grow our wisdom and awe. Hi, my name is Erica Meyer, and I'm an architect who in 2007 fell in love with the practice of Feng Shui. I've used it in all of my homes since then, and now I am creating YouTube videos to share this knowledge with you because I think it is a fascinating way to employ personal development practices into the architecture of your home and let the architecture of your home enhance those certain sectors. Before we dive into the northeast sector, in case you're new here, let me quickly tell you about the 7 other sectors that we've already covered. We started in the north sector, which is about your career path, your personal purpose in life. It is represented by the water element, colors that are dark blues and blacks, and the pattern is wavy. For when you know your purpose, it flows throughout all sectors of your life. And it is a continual wellspring that no matter where you are in finding your purpose, it's there and it can be enhanced. Then we go down to the southwest sector of our home, which is about love and relationships. And as the sun is setting for all of us, no matter where we are in the world, because the sun is setting in the west, we want to find that partner in our life who will be with us throughout the cold, dark night. After that, the sun is now rising in the east, and we focus on the east sector, where it's about family and community and growth as the sun rises. The following video was about the southeast sector of our home, which is also an area of growth, abundance, prosperity, and wealth. This east and southeast sectors, because the sun is rising in the east for all of us, no matter where we are in the world, that is where we are focused on growth, both within our family and in our personal prosperity. The color is represented by all shades of green, sprinkled with blue water, nourishing those plants. If you are a farmer, you're going to plant your crops or your flower fields, so use those purples and reds to enhance. And of course, gold is always the color of ultimate prosperity. So load up that southeast sector with gold if that fits you and your design aesthetic. So that covers our 2 eastern sectors thus far. Then we move into the center of our home, which is an earth element. Again, southwest was an earth element. The center of our home is an earth element. The patterns are squares for both sectors. In the center of our home, you really want to use warm, earthy colors like glowing alabaster, things that we want a strong foundation, a rock-solid foundation in our home that supports then all of these other aspirations and aspects of our life. And then we moved into videos 6 and 7, which are in the northwest and the west. Both sectors are metal. The colors are gray and white, which fits so much of the aesthetic of the last 10 years at least. So if you have a very gray home, have no fear. That is the ideal placement for gray in our homes. All areas of our homes need aspects of all elements, but metal sector can really shine in the northwest and west. The northwest is about travel and helpful people being in the right place at the right time to have that assistance to move smoothly through life. And then in the west, that is specifically for creativity. After you've worked through the long day, you have time to relax, unwind, joyful time with your children and your hobbies, and just enjoy the end of the day. And then we come back to the northeast sector of our home, which is about wisdom, knowledge, and spirituality. And after we've gone through 7 of those sectors, we've certainly learned so much, and we continue to learn. And oftentimes, this might be a sector that's kind of overlooked, but it's so important to work with the Northeast and your knowledge and spirituality for the more knowledge and wisdom that you have as your prosperity grows. You know what to do with that prosperity. And with your relationships, we all have our ebbs and flows, and the more wisdom that you gain and the knowledge that you gain, you can navigate relationships. I think it's so interesting that it is on that opposite side of the 9 square grid. That means they relate. And also to either side of the northeast sector, we have the north career path and life purpose, and then our family. All of these pieces are supporting that which we have in the northeast. So from an architectural perspective, we have the earth element. So we can go with darker earth tones. If you're going to start with objects to enhance the northeast sector of your home, let me show you a wedding gift that we received from a dear friend. And it is this stone bowl, which we hold our remote controls in. But these deep greens and veins of white, it's such a beautiful representation of condensed earth that sits very nicely in the space that I have in my northeast, which is our TV/family room, living room. No matter what your function of your home or apartment is in the northeast, you can use these small objects of stone statues, planters, whatever, that really stable object is. If you're looking for artwork ideas, this is where you want to put in those big, stable mountain range. Last year we went to the Tetons and I got this print. It's not in this space, but it sits on the northeast wall in my office, and it is that big, stable background. This is also an amazing place for whatever your spiritual path is. If you are a part of a religion, this is where that iconography would be very well placed to remind you to have that meditative moment in the northeast. At the beginning of your day, let's quickly look back at that 9 square grid. The southeast, where we're prosperous, that's your gratitude practice. And then in the east, where it's family and community, that's what you want to activate. And that is exercise first thing in the day. And then in the northeast, it is knowledge and spirituality, which becomes a meditation practice. So if you have 5 minutes, 5 seconds, whatever it may be, to just think about centering yourself and moving through the day, whatever that may be. Then moving into larger ideas of renovation. This color it's a 2-story space here. This color is called Homburg Gray from Sherwin-Williams. It's a gray, but it's very greeny gray. Something similar that found in here. You may want something that's more of a traditional brown earth tone, whatever that may be. Like this is where you can go bold in that color and as a meditation. If in your northeast sector is an area that needs floor tile for some reason, large, dark, square, or even hexagon. One of my also inspiring earth images is the Giant's Causeway and these amazing earth columns that I'll show pictures. It's so cool. These formations happen, I believe, in a number of places in the world. This one just happens to be from Northern Ireland. And they're just so cool, right? So these hexagon tiles, which have been so trendy, might actually be quite appropriate in this northeast sector of your home. Okay, that's it for today. It's another quick video to help inspire what is going on in your northeast sector of your home and to create this meditative place, this place where you can go in and just connect to whatever your interpretation of source is. This is a great area of your home to do that. I wish you well. We'll see you in the next video.